Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Saturday. I think it's the 21st. Yeah, I missed Wednesday. Uh, I got jammed up with work on Wednesday, and then Thursday I had that nuclear stress test. And to be honest with you, that radiation shit they shot in me fucked my ass up, man. I mean, I was just dead to the world when I got home. I slept from like 1,400 hours to like, I don't know, 1930. And when I did wake up, I was just in a fog. I just didn't like that whole feeling. So anyway, and then I got jammed up yesterday at work. So here I am today, a couple days late, not a dollar short. So uh, for those just joining, that's the book. I wrote a book, Butta, the first 15 years, back cover. Okay. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Nobles, e-platforms, Kindle, Amazon, Google, Apple, all of that. So if you haven't bought it, please buy it. It's a good read. It's a memoir of the first 15 years of my life in the Wingman Motorcycle Club. I'm still a member of the club. I'm just I was in a national position for 12 years, approximately 12 years, between National Sergeant Arms, National Vice President, National President. I just stood down a little under 2 years ago as National President after a 5-year term, and just trying to be a wingman now. Just trying to actually stay married the second time. And just enjoying my dogs. Hey, man, if my dogs freak out and start barking, sorry, but it's pouring rain outside. I can't put them outside. So they're all sleeping, laying down right now. But if another dog outside barks, they're all going to bark. So fucking deal with it. Anyway, I want to talk about a little story in the book. It's more of my prospecting time and how we prospect guys and you know what I went through and stuff. So when you prospect for the wingman, you don't just prospect for your chapter. And when I stood up, we had 3 chapters in my immediate area: Rockland County, Bergen County, and Orange County. There was only 2 other prospects at the time because Chaz and Johnny Crash had just patched out when I was still hanging around. So when I stood up, I was basically the only one there for Rockland and Bergen at beck and call because, you know, they're very close to my AO. And Orange County was about 80 miles away. And they had Ed and Tommy Pipe. Ed, good solid brother to this day, very close brother of mine. Love him dearly. We worked our asses off together prospecting. Tommy Pipe, I already told you a story about Tommy Pipe. I think it was the first one I did. Just not a big fan of the guy, man. You know, the guy was just, it is what it is. Anyway, he's no longer a wingman. He did patch out, and then he ended up fucking getting tossed or quit or something. But I just never had a good feeling for the guy. So anyway, he was a lazy fuck when I was prospecting, and he made my life and Ed's life a lot harder. So anyway, but you know, for the brothers that are watching this that want to complain about their prospecting time, suck a fat baby's dick, because when I stood up back in 2006, there were the 3 chapters here, and Darren had just gotten divorced and was a completely different Darren than the man you know now. Johnny Love was active. Enough said fucking right there. Johnny Crash never slept. Never slept. Randy, who's no longer with us, just like discovered steroids and realized he was a fucking psychopath. Chaz realized he had an alter ego. Nighttime Chaz. I mean, it was tough, man. Me and Ed, it was a 5-6 night a week gig. You know, I mean, it was a good time though. Really, really good time. So, and you know, my prospecting time when I traveled out of state, you know, CC was, it still is, but at the time, you know, he was the president of Long County chapter, and very highly respected brother in the club. Super active, out traveling all the time, you know, different chapter every fucking weekend. Everybody knew who the fuck he was. And so when he would say to somebody, hey man, you know, this prospect Butta from Bergen County is a good solid guy, it had some weight to it. So if anything, it let them know I'm squared away. You know what I mean? So don't fuck with the guy unless, you know, he steps on his dick. So, and that's another thing, you know, we don't fuck around with prospects. Like, we don't shit on prospects. Now, I shouldn't say we as a whole, because there are some guys who that's just what they do, man. They just like to fucking jump on somebody's ass because they can. I've never, ever been for that. I've really gotten on brothers for that. Not in front of the prospect, but, I've really gotten on brothers for that. We have a thing where we will not make you do something we haven't either done or will do right next to you. They're your prospective fucking brother. Why do you want to make them look like fucking shit or look like a douchebag in front of other people? I just don't get that part. You're hoping this person makes it so they could wear the same patch that you get to wear. Why would you want to shit on them? I just never understood that. Never understood that. I was at a party one time in West Virginia years ago, some other club, and they fucking had a prospect there who was running around with a cowbell on. And whenever he wasn't fetching something for somebody or doing something stupid, I mean, they were like making this guy dance, like stupid fucking shit, man. He had to hide out of sight. Sorry. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like silly frat boy shit, to me. That's just my opinion solely. So if you got a problem with what I just fucking said, call me about it. But I just don't buy into all of that, man. We've had I'll give props, man. Bergen County, we prospect really good and we prospect really hard. But again, we don't shit on guys. We don't make them do stupid shit. My mantra with prospecting is do what you think is right. Okay? Hey, patch holder, how should I do this? Do what you think is right. I'll let you know if you fucked up. And if it's worth being churched up, you'll be churched up. If it's worth being brought out to the wood line and treat it like a fucking man, you'll be brought out to the wood line and treat it like a fucking man. But to purposefully, is that word right? Purposefully? I don't know. I'll have to check that later, but that's the word I'm using. To purposefully humiliate someone. I'm sorry, man. I just never had a thing for that. So that's my take on it. But yeah, my prospecting time was a good time, man. It was you didn't have to have the answers to everything. You know what I mean? Like you watching two patch holders, like especially when we'd go on the road, patch holders would be arguing in gas station all the fucking time. Whether it's the weather, whether it's how long we're gonna go for the next fucking leg, where we're gonna fucking stop to eat, and I would just sit back and I didn't have to get involved in anything, man. I just ate where they ate, I shit where they shit, and I slept where they slept. So that part was nice. Anyway, but yeah, be good to prospects, man. They're trying. They obviously look up to you. They obviously want to be part of what you are already a part of. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves. And don't patch just everybody out either, man. If the guy's a dick, don't patch him out just because you need rent money. That's a big mistake, man. A lot of people do that. I've seen a lot of clubs do that shit. And another thing, some people don't let prospects drink. They tell them you're not allowed to drink. And I get that part. Like I get the, hey man, on a Tuesday night, don't be getting racked up with your old lady at home, because if I call you at fucking 10 o'clock and need a fucking ride home from a bar, you better be able to get in your fucking cage and come get me. And I get that part. But to tell somebody not to drink is you're telling them not to be who they are. Because most of your truths, most of your personality comes out when you add alcohol or drugs. Okay? It's just the way it is, So when you have someone who they just want to please you until you give them what they're working for, is probably not going to be the same person once they get what you give them. Okay? And I've seen it a million fucking times, man. I don't know if I've talked about this guy before, but this guy Tiny, he was with me in Fierce Allegiance. And when we left that club together, he went a different route. He went with another local club, but I worked with him. He was a security guard at my plant, and we still hung out every now and then. I went to his parties. He came to the wingman parties, and and he was always a good dude. I had a church Tiny up one time when we were civilians years and years ago in fucking Myrtle Beach, and didn't work out too well for him, but he got my point. And he was being an ass to some friends of ours, and I fucked him up, made him fucking apologize, and whatever. We got past it, whatever. And he was a model fucking prospect. Then he patched out. Instant fucking moron. As soon as that motherfucker put alcohol in his body, he was a fucking idiot. And I mean, Tiny was not tiny, obviously. Nobody named Tiny is really tiny. He was like 6'7", like 350. He had fucking hands like baseball fucking mitts. He was a soft guy though. I fucked him up a couple times. I was half his size. But anyway, he just had a fucking hard on for prospects when he was drinking, man. And he got churched up a bunch of times for it. And then he actually got his ass handed to him by a prospect, fucking Jay. Fucking when Jay was a prospect, he had enough of his bullshit, called that motherfucker outside and fucking put the boots to him. And a couple of weeks later, Tiny ended up quitting. So, you know, and as a prospect, man, if you're watching this and you're a prospect or thinking about prospecting for a club, you always be a fucking man. You know, you play along with the little frat games, but man, you fucking don't ever, ever swallow your fucking manhood for anybody or anything. I'm sorry. If they're doing that to you where you got to act like a fucking jerk off or act like a fucking fool, you're probably not joining the right fucking club. You know? So that's my little take on all of that. And that's it. I don't know what else to say with this. Because I'm probably going to fucking hear it from somebody. But, oh, you're fucking out there talking. I'm not talking about my club, man. I'm talking about prospecting and my beliefs on prospecting. So it is what it is. But, yeah, that Tiny dude, I'll tell you this quick story, man. We were in Myrtle Beach. And me, him, and James. And who else was there? Me, him, James, Big Bobby. Anyway, we were hanging out at the Rat Hole. We liked that place. So this is when I met my friends, my friends from Virginia. Mary, Kim, and the fuck is it? The other girl's name now? Danielle. And really cool chicks, man. And Tiny was fucking trying really, really hard to get with this chick, Danielle. And she just wasn't interested, you know? And she was a big girl. Not sloppy big, but she was just a big, thick girl. So he decided that because she was fanning his fucking, you know, his fire and, you know, and I guess she was just supposed to fall all over him, he got pissed off and he like fucking jumped up and like started fucking name calling and just stupid shit. So I looked at James and I'm like, hey man, because Tiny's a big fucking dude, man. No shit. Like he's a big dude. I'm 5'7", okay? So anyway, I looked at James. I said, hey man, I got to fucking handle this. So just get my back. And he's like, yeah, definitely, you know? So I fucking come up behind him. I snatched him by his fucking ear. And I twisted that motherfucker and brought him right down to me. He went right down onto his knees. And I leaned in and I whispered in his ear. I said, this is what's going to happen. I said, I'm going to fucking let you go. And you're going to apologize to her. You're going to apologize to everyone else sitting here. You're going to get on your fucking bike. You're going to go back to the hotel room. You're going to pack your fucking shit. And you're going to ride back to New Jersey. And he's like, okay. And I said, don't be a fucking idiot when I let go of your fucking ear, because you're going to look really bad when somebody fucking half your fucking size kicks your fucking ass. And I let go and I was like, oh man, this might hurt. But to my surprise, he got the fuck up. I'm sorry, everybody. And got on his fucking bike. But when I went back to the fucking hotel room, he was gone. So it is what it is. But he ended up, him and I got a lot closer after that experience. And, you know, like I said, he just, he actually became a wingman, model fucking prospect. And then just, you know, and I blame it all on, we didn't let the guy fucking drink when he was a prospect. You know, we would have known that. We would have seen it again. You know what I mean? And just so you know, when he stood up, I told the chapter, I'm not putting my name on. He came around, started coming to our open houses, having a few beers, you know, and hanging out with us and stuff. And then he started asking the questions and, you know, asking the right, you know, things and everything about fucking what it is to become a wingman and all that. And so he went through that process by himself. I had nothing to do but a fucking yes or no vote in the meeting to stand him up. So, but like I said, man, model prospect. They fucking jerk off as soon as he patched out, man. Just fucking total fucking jerk off. So anyway, that's all I got, folks. Sorry if I dragged that on, but just reminiscing some old good memories, man. Anyway, I love you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless our troops. Hey, man, listen, this country needs fucking help right now. like really needs fucking help right now. I hope you guys are paying attention to the news and everything that's fucking going on, this fucking circus act that we got running the show here. So anyway, you guys, if you're watching from another country, man, hey, we're not all fucking stupid like that, okay? Anyway, love yous. God bless you. God bless America. God bless our troops. And God bless Donald Trump.